Hey everyone, welcome to this thrilling adventure. Pick, a stress-free superhero, rushes to block the door at the sight of the helicopter. His family boards quickly, while cops aim like in a shooting game. And Pick dashed out like an arrow released from a bow, and the entire family was efficiently and swiftly whisked away to the UN command ship Truly. When good fortune comes, spirits soar. Director Terry had been waiting ages for them. Our hero lost his family, and Terry casually tells Pick they've gone Generation Z. Every night at midnight, Pick stares at the sea of sorrow, dutifully trying to charm away all the blues, haha. Just moments ago, Pick's family got ushered onto the UN command ship, and Terry had already been chilling there. Finally, Terry opened up, explaining the situation to Pick. All that geography he studied finally paid off. Just then, bad news arrived at the President's own zombie, the command post fallen. People were almost dialing 911. Now the command center can only keep people at sea, so Pick's family can chillax and enjoy some seafood perks. But it's not without cost. Pick used to be the UN superstar, joining in on several fun battles. So the general orders Pick to take a virus expert to South Korea to find infected patients. Isn't that practically a suicide mission? Not wanting to leave his family, Pick immediately said no, but the general bluntly stated to go or get your family shipped back home. With resources too precious for regular folks, Pick had no choice but to bid farewell to his wife. As an investigator, Pick's superpower is his keen insight. He always finds surprises in the details. So his chances of survival are pretty solid. He hops in the plane with the virus expert. The flight took off from the command deck, heading straight for South Korea, and the captain announced, "Welcome aboard tonight's adventure." They soon arrived, and the captain cheerfully said, "You won't believe there's no air traffic control." Seemed like another haunted zone. They opened the door. Folks geared up to meet the rescuing squad. The vibe felt like a lively market. While waiting, Pick surprisingly handed a pistol to the virus expert, thinking that a joke was needed to lighten the tense moment. However, as soon as they emerged, they were promptly surrounded by a zombie crowd. The rookie expert, in panic, sent himself to the afterlife with one shot just as the rescue special forces zoomed in. Pick had no time to think. He just followed the troops, quietly whispering, "I can't catch a break." The captain explained those zombies were sound sensitive. Most bullets missed, and you've got to make every shot count. Then the captain took Pick to a charred house, where the remains of South Korea's zombie crier lay. Nearby, the colonel who had gotten infected was rumored to be tied to this bizarre death. He suddenly flipped the script during the investigation. Thus, the disaster's beginning remains a mystery, but he's now dust, ignoring anyone's command. Speaking of this, Pick inadvertently noticed a soldier with an injured foot. What a tragic and lucky guy. The captain continued. The sky was in the middle while the zombies surprisingly decided to ignore him. Everyone joked about his lucky break, but Pick was deep in thought. Just before heading out, he saw someone trapped in a cage. This guy got caught for arms dealing, and Pick's vintage detective instinct told him he must know something. They chatted briefly, learning that Israel is currently the only safe zone. Its leader got the scoop in advance and built a 100-meter-tall wall for zombie defense. Whether true or not, Pick felt the urge to check it out. The plane took off through the rainy night, embarking on an overnight adventure. Soon, they reached Jerusalem's skies. Air traffic control went smoothly, like a cute amusement park. Pick told the captain to wait in the plane for a quick getaway while he went for the meet and greet. Upon inquiry, they found they intercepted an Indian general's memo mentioning zombies. What a scoop. Although not very credible, they still built a defense wall. Bill guided Pick toward the city's entrance. He mentioned the Zero patient might come from India or involve the organ trade. What a tangled web. There are varying opinions regarding the source of the information, with no conclusive evidence emerging. Two entirely different worlds separated by a mere wall. The rescued folks started singing and laughing, but the speakers was turned into noise. That one sound must have terrified the zombies into a state of extreme panic, causing them to rush in frantically and instantly plunging the scene into complete disarray. What an eerie and ghostly moment indeed. Y'all sent men to escort Pick to the airport. Helicopters gunned down zombies, like ejecting crashes at a cocktail bash. Yet even the most intense firepower felt useless under a zombie siege, like going out without an umbrella in the rain. Just sad. Zombies flooded the area like a raging sea, searching up and down like thirsty drinkers. Talk about going bananas. They clanned and wandered with an insatiable thirst, wanting to engulf everything like a tsunami. Talk about crossing the line. Meanwhile, during their escape, Pick turned around accidentally and spotted a blind old man, nearly scaring him to the ground. Other matters couldn't be prioritized. Pick could only dash forward, thinking to himself, what a lousy moment. Just then, an accident occurred as they happened to reach the exit, where a soldier accidentally bumped into him, causing the soldier to yell for help. What a narrow escape it was. It was a dead end. The soldier pulled the grenade and blew himself up a messy exit. On the opposite side, the pilot had already prepared for takeoff, whereas Pick and his companions were confronted with the acute Cyrillic letter 4FF, letter 4FF, paragraph micro aim not zombie wave. Truly a daunting challenge for them. During the move, Pick saw a similar scene where it seemed like a chemotherapy kid was dodging zombies effortlessly. A real drama unfolded. Faced with a wave of zombies, the soldiers couldn't hold on, tossed out the grenade, realized it didn't clear, and quickly grabbed another. As Pick counted down each passing second with great anxiety, he prepared himself with all his might for the impending big boom. This was truly a decisive life or death situation.